Hello folks, welcome to Yoga Time. Could you recall that earlier on I took a Swiss premium yogurt? By the way, this is more mediocre yogurt brand, but the Swiss premium yogurt, by its name itself, it costs about 3 times more than the mediocre one. Seriously, this Meiji one also consider premium, medium premium. Well, the thing is that it got me thinking, what is the real intrinsic value that give a quantifiable price to just the yogurt? In terms of the function wise, I took both and well, the Swiss premium one really, smoother. But helping me to let go, in the washroom, both are equally fine, acceptable, So, who determines the intrinsic value of the yogurt? Interesting, isn't it? Right. I thought that I should be the one determining it. Then I should not coin myself as a consumer because, by simply looking at just the exterior packaging and with that price, I had the assumption that it's going to be doing its function better than I thought, 2 or 3 times better effective, but fortunately or unfortunately it seems like I'll probably give a 1 time more effect. So in that case, do you also have the intrinsic value of yourself? What is your real value? Have you ever thought of? Determined by the external, or you're the one who dictate? Yes. Have you ever pondered? Well, you must know your own intrinsic value. Otherwise, how are you going to break through? You won't be able to set any goal to break through, right? If you don't even know where are you now to where you want to go. But the thing is that if you have gave some numbers, to the value, is it, can you quantify with that, right? This is the $1 million question, because look at your lifestyle, how you practice, living, in terms of your diet, in terms of when you go to bed, how much time you spend with your loved ones, with what you truly appreciate, value, love, what you think, you speak, your action upon yourself. Now, all this will either increase or really downgrade your value, your intrinsic value. Do you even realize that? If you do not appreciate your own intrinsic value and wanting to increase it, again, don't talk about even setting a goal to break through, because you don't even know where you are now. How would you know where you want to go to? And yeah, that's the thing. Go and review, right? What you have been doing yesterday, the day before, and even now. Are you even living at the moment? Living in the moment? If you're not, then are you accumulating your intrinsic value second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, year by year? If you hasn't been doing that, and you are doing that for the company whom you work with, or you work with, you work in, yes, because how much time you spend, in your work every day, probably even more than 8 hours, right? And does it increase or accumulate your intrinsic value by doing that? Because you'll be given some paycheck, right? Does it quantify the paycheck? with the amount of effort, time, the opportunity cost. Yes, if you're a little bit confused, all right, go to the supermarket and look at the display of the premium yogurt and the mediocre yogurt and see if you are able to decide based on just the packaging, the price, or you decided to buy both. Go back, and then you sample the premium yogurt, and then you took this mediocre yogurt, and you see taste what's the difference. But best is that you try it one day after another, so that you know what function does it really affect you after you took the yogurt respectively, right? And after which, as you savor the yogurt respectively, kind of ponder this interesting question, right? Not asking you to compare yourself with the yogurt, but you get what I meant? The metaphor of the intrinsic value. It is important, everything is about identification first. If we are not aware, we won't be able to know what we want to change. Am I right? So check it out in your lady lifestyle, and just be more awareness, bring forth more conscious awareness. Then we come and discuss, okay, I'm aware now, consciously, so how can I change, right? I'm going to take my, although mediocre yogurt, but in my mind, I knew that it's going to do tremendous function to my body as well. Positive one, obviously, right? So see you on the next yogurt time.